So hey guys, this is a new video, and seeing how much better I have, I should really go ahead and put this to charge. But yeah, this is a new video. As you might have noticed from the date, this is actually the same video from yesterday to you at the very least. Well, same day as yesterday. I've just finished my previous video on Tobirama Minato and the event. Once again, I am on Obito's account, so once again, thanks to him. Um, but the thing is that this is the ultimate Ninja World War formation and the ultimate Ninja World War technique, I suppose you could call it. Now there is room for improvement in this, or at least in uh Obito's formation and with his cards. But I'll be getting into detail with that. So yeah. Now do keep in mind for this formation, you're obviously gonna have to drop a lot of cash or have a lot of patience or a combination of the both or even both because yeah, it's going to take a while to gather all of these cards, all of these resources perfectly as you're supposed to do so. Now I do have one stipulation. What's it called? It's going to cost a lot of cash. I just said it, but this really needs to be put down. It's going to cost you a lot of money. Just on Tobirama and Hashirama, it's going to cost you an insane amount. Obviously, you can grind out Naruto. Obviously, you can grind out Sasuke. But let's be realistic. You may not actually grind them both out. So, you do need VIP 9 for this to work perfectly because you do need Suza Sasuke. I mean, Suza Itachi at the very least. And yeah, so these are, first of all, I'm going to say the minimum requirements for this to semi work. You may not get as high as I possibly can. This time, using this formation and the technique that I used, I did get to floor 95. At that point, you do get quite a bit of stuff. I showed a screenshot of it yesterday, but here I'm going to go ahead and show another screenshot. So we're going to go to gallery, and we're going to go to where is it at? Here we go. System message. Congratulations, you have obtained golden chest times 150, silver chest times 180, gold bronze chest times 30, gold key times 150, silver key times 180, bronze key. I'm gonna assume that's times 300 at that point, really, but it's times 30. Gold 2010 gold. That's for floor 95. That's 2K worth of gold per day if you can get there every day. So within 10 days, you're going to have 20K worth of gold. That's just how you roll now if you can do this formation. And 2.4 billion silver. So I mean, that's you're going to be able to upgrade any item that you want up to your level easily. So now back to the game. So okay, minimum requirements for this. You do need at the very least for this to work. Purple card Hashirama. What you need for the purple card Hashirama is the skill called Hobi Technique. You're gonna go to the scrolls to get this. You can actually buy it from the shop. You just go over here, Hobi Technique Wood Clone, buy it for 2,000 gold and equip it to your Hashirama Senju. It's a level 75 passive, so you can easily use this with Hashirama. And yeah, you just need bare minimum that. And next up that's the bare minimum that you need for Hashirama. Keep that in mind, please. It's not the bare minimum that you need in general for the whole thing. No, that's the bare minimum that you need for Hashirama. Now, next up, the bare minimum that you need for Orochimaru. You do need a purple card Orochimaru at the bare minimum. You do need his Orochimaru's ring tier 4, as you can see right over here. That's what's going to constantly release the curse seal. I would recommend to have him at diamond, but once again, this is the minimum requirements. You do need Orochimaru's ring tier 4, as you can see that right there. And yeah, so you also need Suza Itachi at the very least, level 90. You're gonna need him to have. You don't need that skin. You don't need that, but you do need him to have transcription seal, the skill. It's his second skill right here, as you can see. But you do need him at Suza Itachi transcription skill. Level it up. Don't level it up. It doesn't matter. As long as you have it, you can use it. You need Tsukiyomi Itachi. Stuns all three enemies for 3 rounds. That's an absolute must for this to work because it's gonna basically keep you from dying, especially up in the higher levels. Then after that, you do need I would not need, but I would strongly recommend for you to get a lot of items that can give you CP. For example, Um, Tier 4 Chakra Receiver Manifestation will give you 65 Chakra Recovery. The Earring Spiral Energy Drop will give you 60 Chakra Recovery, and if you can, I would also recommend that you equip the Curse Seal of the Moon for Chakra Recovery. That will ensure that the Tsukiyomi active skill is released every other turn, and for the turns that it does not release, you will be covered, and for the turns that it releases the unique skill, you will still be covered. So it doesn't matter what Itachi will be able to do his stun lock. Um, you don't need a passive. Any passive will do really. Yeah, you don't need a passive basically. Actually, I would recommend not to equip the what's it called? Inazagi? Not the Inazagi Itachi, I believe it's called, passive skill. Because when you face Minato, there is a very strong chance in which what do you call it? You may he because what Itachi does with that skill is he stuns any card that he touches basically with a normal attack. If you have Itachi go first for whatever reason, you're more than likely gonna die because that Minato in the ninja ward can do rebound damage, and rebound damage in anywhere really from floor 20 up will kill you basically, or your cards. So yeah, don't equip any passives to Itachi. So yeah. Also, one more thing. This is the formation that's needed in this exact order. I'll explain why you need it in that exact order in a bit, but we're gonna go on to the minimum requirements for Sasuke. Um, Really, you could technically have Sasuke at purple card, but I would strongly recommend to have him at gold with, at the very least, with his tier 90 weapon. I mean, tier 4 weapon, which is the Sword of Kusanagi Sasuke tier 4. It will really help out his DPS and not interrupt his unique skill release. You do need Indra Sasuke's skin and skill for this to work. You don't have to equip the skin, but you do have to use the Indara Zero, which is the skill which comes with the skin. That will really boost up Sasuke's attack, especially as the battle goes. I would recommend to have his level 90 passive, which is the complete Susanoo, but it's not a must. Next up is Naruto Uzumaki. You do need him for this to be truly, truly good. Um, Bare minimum, I suppose you can have him at level 90. So you bare minimum need him gold. Technically, once again, you can do him at do use him at level 75 purple card, but you do need him to have his skin, which the skill called many ultra big ball spiring serial spheres, which releases shadow clone debuffs. You can just have him with the strongest father and son skin, but either way, I would strongly recommend you have him at gold with the multiple shadow clone jutsu. The multiple shadow clone jutsu will help you immensely in this. Yeah, it increases his ninjutsu attack by 35%. 1 to 5 each shadow clones that he equips gives him 35%. He can get up to a max of 6 shadow clones. So that's basically 210% ninjutsu attack bonus. Next up is Tobirama. Bare minimum, and I'm speaking bare minimum, you do need him at gold. Because you do need this skin right here. You need him level 90, so you can equip the passive skill multiple shadow clone. Same thing as Naruto. It will help out immensely. Honestly, Tobirama is a god in the Ninja World War. Especially when you equip the mutually multiplying explosive tags. But you need the shadow clone Flying Thunder God. If you want to get very far. These are the bare minimum. I don't know how far you'll get with the bare minimum, honestly, but you do need these requirements to get anywhere really. But yeah, so this is the ultimate Tobirama. Basically, you need the multiple shadow clone passive. You don't need the Flying Thunder God Space Barrier, but it is nice because it does give you some ninjutsu attack, I believe. Oh, it gives you some hit, which is useful either way. Um, I would strongly recommend to equip the mutually multiplying explosive tags on him. The Shadow Clone Flying Thunder God is a must. But yeah, this is the ultimate team basically. You don't get better than this. Eventually when Hashirama's secondary passive comes out, however much that may cost, he will more than likely match up to Tobirama. That's just a given at that point. But yeah, this is the best team. So the reason you want this setup is because of Hashirama's passive skill, which is Hobby Technique Wood Clone. I said that this is important, and here's why. Um, so what it does, it gives the whole team, after he releases his unique skill, it gives the whole team a 15% ninjutsu attack bonus for 5 rounds. Now this is very important because I established in my other video, which shows you how to overclock all cards. Um, well, all the cards that you can overclock. The way that you do it is by having a card in front of Orochimaru and having that card release its buff, which will give it a percentage buff, and then having Orochimaru continuously stack red curse seals on that card. Now, what Hashirama does here is that he makes every single card on the team over have the ability to overclock, basically, because he adds that 15% buff continuously every time he releases his unique skill to the whole team. So you're gonna want Hashirama not to have any active skills. That's just a given. I would strongly urge you to have the God of War, God of Shinobi First Hokage skin and the skill that comes with it equipped to Hashirama, because it has a very strong possibility to not nullify, but tangle the whole team, which means that they can't move for 2 rounds or 1 round at the very least. Um, and yeah, like I said, it gives the ability to overclock to all of the cards. So what you're gonna want to do is equip as much ninjutsu attack as you can on Tobirama, Sasuke, and Naruto. Orochimaru, you can overclock him, so I would recommend to actually use Snake Hands. The reason I say Snake Hands and not his other skills, because Genjutsu is not affected by the ninjutsu attack bonus. There's that, and also because his what's it called? His other skill, the eight-headed serpent skill, does not have debuff in poison as the snake hand does, and debuffs are really good, especially towards the higher floors. So since Orochimaru can overclock, I would strongly recommend for you to just equip the snake hands, because it's ninjutsu attack based. So yeah, this is the best team right now. Only stipulation I would say is the Indara Sasuke having his level 90 passive complete Susanoo. But apart from that, everything is as perfect as you can get it, really. So yeah, let's see. Keep in mind that I'm gonna keep on going until I lose, basically. Using this account. Right now, I'm at stage 49. As you can see, 200% attack power. That's actually rather reasonable in my opinion, because if you can get to stage 50, you know that more than likely you can get 200 attack by that point. So yeah, just watch basically what Hashirama, what Orochimaru, what everybody does basically. So what was that? 3 million critical? That's a 10 million normal attack. So what? 3.4 million critical. And really, Tobirama is the strongest here, because watch the debuffs that he does. So Naruto's debuffs are dealing what? 7 million. Tobirama's are dealing 40, 50 million right off the start of the battle. And they only get stronger, and if Orochimaru constantly gives him what's it called? Red curse seals, he will obliterate. I've seen him get to billions in the Ninja World War, so keep that in mind. And also keep in mind that the whole team is just overclocking naturally over and over and over, getting stronger and stronger. I don't know whether it would be beneficial to equip Naruto's level 105 active to Naruto while doing this. I don't know how that would affect it. I doubt. I don't know whether it would do more damage than just releasing Shadow Clone, his unique skill, as many times as possible. But it's still a very viable, thing to do. So yeah, Naruto's a very strong second. I think he's the second most DPS, maybe even the third, because Hashirama will deal quite a bit of damage eventually as the battle goes stronger. Because, like I said, everybody has the potential to be overclocked, even Orochimaru, and that's just mind-boggling because everybody gets stronger as the battle goes on. I'm sure you could get unlucky with a Grey Curse Seal, But really, you won't get unlucky with the whole team getting a great curse shield. And even if you do, you'll still probably make it to, at the very least, floor 80. And I'm just lowballing here. Like I said, yesterday was the first time I tried this method. I think, what's his name? Um, Damn, what is his name? Dauku did this, and he's been constantly getting to 90s. So, I mean, I'm fairly sure this method is just beautiful. It's completely overpowered, really. And another thing, the skin skill for Hashirama, World of Trees or whatever it's called, it boosts your ninjutsu attack for your whole team. So there's that, and like I mean, there's a lot of bonuses here to be had. But once again, the real MVP here is Tobirama. Like I said, eventually when Hashirama gets his secondary passive, Hashirama will probably be just as strong as Tobirama. I don't see him being stronger than Tobirama, but he will more than likely be just as strong as Tobirama. Sasuke has the potential to be just as strong too, because of his passive and his active, not active, but his unique skill, just constantly propelling him forward, even without Orochimaru overclocking him. And now that Orochimaru's overclocking him, he can deal a stupid amount of damage too. So really, this is just, I mean, this battle should end before round 10, maybe, if I'm lucky. Yeah, as you can see, just millions upon millions worth of damage. Although they may have a rather, this team may have a rather low amount of CP, the damage output is stupid, really. Sorry, I keep on getting the hiccups. And there you go. Tobirama started dealing 100 millions. Now, I'm not quite sure whether Tobirama would deal more if I just let him release his unique skill every 4 turns. But right now, it has been working very well with using the skill for his active. So I mean, there is that. Since he releases his active every 2 turn, basically every other turn, every 2 turns. One turn to recover the chakra, and the other turn to, just not recover the chakra. The other turn to release the skill, and so on and so forth until he has to release his unique skill. It does take him about 10 turns to do his second passive again. I mean his second unique skill. But 8 turns more or less. But either way, he is a monster. Even without it, so I'm not quite sure whether releasing his unique skill every 4 turns would result in more damage. But after I get as far as I can during this stage, I will be testing it. So I mean, you can stick around and watch that. But really, that this is the whole strategy. There's not much after this. It's just watching Tobirama, Hashirama, what's his name? Sasuke and Naruto just deal stupid amount of damage. I will say this: you can probably substitute Naruto and Sasuke. No, you could probably substitute in Hashirama. You can probably substitute in Itachi and Naruto or Sasuke. You could probably switch out those 4 characters and still have all of the cards overclock. Like, I mean, if you have a purple card Hashirama and you can't get anything else except purple card Hashirama, you happen to have a what's it called? What's his name? Purple card Orochimaru with a tier 4 ring. You could probably put in a damn, what is his name? Kakashi and Obito combo, which would basically just nullify all attacks against you. I wouldn't recommend it because you would have to concentrate on chakra at that point, and probably have to put in Sakura and maybe just have one DPSer. I mean, the whole team would be overclocked, but at the same time, it wouldn't be quite as powerful as this team. This is the epitome of just attacks, basically. As you saw, this whole round just ended in 8 turns. which is mind-boggling, especially since it's 50. I think I was at stage 70 yesterday, and it ended in 20 turns, which is stupid, because at stage 60, the HP is just insane. Now imagine at stage 70. And once again, I got all the way to floor 95, so that should give you an idea of just how powerful this team is when it really gets going towards the end of the battle. I figured they just ran out of time at that point. At floor 95, the enemy cards just had so much HP, or it was just the bad luck thing where Tobirama kept on constantly getting gray curse seals or something like that. But either way, the amount of damage that these cards do is insane. I keep on doing stage after stage on defense level A and just keep on getting extra gold because I keep on doing them and passing them. Actually, after stage 70, I will more than likely just stick to defense level C, and not try to get the gold because, it's a lot more worth it to get further than to get, like 5 pieces of gold when you can get 18 pieces of gold every stage you move forward at this point. But yeah, once again, stage 65, and let's see how they do. As you can see, like Hashirama himself is not dealing that much with his unique skill, so that should tell you something. But like I said, this is where Itachi comes in real handy. He's your stun locker. He's the one who's gonna keep you alive. He's gonna keep the enemy stun locked. And yeah, here comes Tobirama with his insane amount of debuffs. Naruto as he starts out, but he can only release them every 4 turns. Hashirama basically releases them every 2 turns, every 3 turns, every once in a while. And he just constantly deals a lot of damage. I think that's 80 something million worth of damage. I'm not quite sure. I could be reading that wrong, but either way, that's an insane amount of damage. Even if I'm no-balling here, that's 8 million damage on what is essentially the first turn. Second turn maybe, and I think it's 77 million. And as it's gonna get stronger if Orochimaru manages to get a red curse seal on Tobirama, which he did right now. Tobirama is gonna become even more stronger, and it just goes on and on and on and on in a perpetual cycle, which just leaves the enemy team decimated. Once again, this is defense level A, at stage 65. They have a stupid amount of defense at this point, and yeah, it's just unrealistic, as you can see. And I think they're at the 100 million. Well, Tobirama's debuffs are at the 100 million right now. Oh yeah, and one more thing with his passive, the what's it called? What is it called? The space time barrier or whatever it's called, the 90 passive, the second passive that's on Tobirama right now. With that passive, every time he attacks just forward once, he releases what's it called? Barrier Shiki, which are those things that do bleed damage, and those are just extra damage piled on. They don't do as much as the fire as mutually explosive tags do, as much as his active skill does, but they do quite a bit of damage. I think only 27 million, but that's a lot, even if it's just only 27 million, you know? And yeah, Tobirama's just going at it. I think he's at 300, 400 million, I do believe. Could be wrong, could be miscounting the basically the zeros on that thing. But yeah, and like I said, Hashirama will eventually get stronger. Naruto will eventually get stronger. It's as the battle goes on, the whole team just gets amazingly strong, and it's all thanks to Hashirama's passive Hobi technique. Um, Before this, even though I was using the skill called what's it called? What was that skill called? I remember it. The passive True Several Thousand Hands. I using Obito's account, the most I would get to is stage 77. Maybe stage 80 if I was lucky, because well, that's just wasn't the way to do it. I did talk to I was talking to Hokage, I mean not Hokage, but Daoku a long time ago. Um, Actually, Obito mentioned it a bit ago, which prompted me to try this strategy. And yeah, this is insane, the amount of damage that they can do. It's and the reason it's so concentrated on debuffs is because debuffs are not affected by defense. The debuffs, what they do is just they deal their damage and that's it. Well, active skills, unique skills, they can be parried, I guess. Not parried, but reduced in damage because of the monumental amount of defense that the enemy cards have in the Ninja World War. Debuffs don't work that way. Debuffs do as much damage as possible, even if they have a stupid amount of defense, they will do their damage, and that's that. That's final. They're not gonna do a small amount. They're gonna keep on doing a lot of damage. And keep in mind, as you get further in the Ninja World War, you can choose more attack options, more attack. And I mean, yesterday, by the time I ended the video, not the video, by the time I died basically in the Ninja World War, I got to 450 attack, which is insane if you think about it because of the amount of attack you can get. That's just all piled up on Tobirama and then piled up on Tobirama's own buffs, and then with Orochimaru's buffing him and overclocking him, it's just an insane amount of damage that just keeps on getting stronger and stronger. You know. And yeah, I mean, it's just insane. That's what that is. But yeah, after this, really, just to give you a demonstration of just how strong they are. I'm just gonna keep on choosing attack basically. I'm curious to see whether they can actually beat these guys in this stage. I figured that they can, but there's always that small possibility. Yeah, like I said, that they can't. That's probably because I chose the puppets. The puppets, they have a stupid amount of HP. I would strongly recommend for you to avoid them at any possible chance that you get. But we're gonna see if we can get to stage floor 95 again. I'm just gonna skip really. Choose attack as much as I can. Yeah, that's about it really. There's not gonna be much commentary. Maybe I'll speak randomly, just about random stuff, things that pop into my head. But if you want to, you can stop the video now because I mean that's the gist of it. That's the most important information when it comes to this strategy. So if you're gonna stop watching the video here, leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you don't. I appreciate you watching. Also, a big thank you to Obito because without him, none of this would be possible. I mean, eventually, I may get all of these cards gathered up and, get all these passives, get everything like this. But it's going to be a very far. Well, it would have been a much longer wait for you guys to see this. And now, thanks to Obito, you can see this as soon as right now, thanks to him. So keep that in mind. Once again, big thank you to him. And yeah, so thanks for watching. If you're gonna stop watching here. So yeah, sorry if I'm quiet, but this is really just grinding through this, trying to get as fast as I can. I always feel awkward when I'm quiet in videos because you can kind of just hear my breathing, which I think I mentioned it a while back. It just sounds freaking creepy sometimes, just basically. No, that nobody really wants to hear that or even see that. Or at least I don't think so. So I mean, I'll probably be filling this with inane talk of rubbish, random stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna remake the video. The video's basically ended. You could probably hear the alarms. So my family's waking up. It's 6 in the morning. Thankfully, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Because I get the day off. Basically, I feel like crap right now, which is really, really good. That's why I'm doing this video so early, I suppose. The other video, the Minato and Tobirama showcase, is uploading right now because of the fact that, well, I'm not feeling that well, and I want to get this done just in case I may not be able to talk. Like, I feel like I'm getting the flu. I was coughing pretty badly. Yeah, it's insane. And it was leg day at the gym, too, so I mean, my I have Bambi legs right now where, like, I stand and I shake, basically. just feel constant pain there too. So I mean, it could just be that tomorrow I'm like, you know what, fuck this, fuck that, fuck all this. I'm not gonna do this. I'm tired. I want to sleep and stuff like that. I mean, I probably won't, but it's nice to have just this as a backup. Obviously, I'm gonna upload this, but if something big enough comes up where I have to make a new video, I'm just gonna save this and show it the day after, or just a day where I don't feel well enough to actually, make a video. That usually happens to be Saturday or Sunday, but who knows? I may just catch the flu one day and I lose my voice for a week or something. I have videos backed up just in case that happens, because I don't want it to happen where there's days where you guys are expecting a video, you're excited or whatever for this, and you get nothing basically. Um, Honestly, I feel really bad every all those days, the couple of days that I did miss, because well, I missed them. You guys counted on me to bring you a video, and I basically failed on that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, also, I guess I'm gonna give thoughts on this event. I'm contemplating whether or not to recharge, because I mean it is a triple gold recharge, and basically, well, what can I say? It's a good event for Naruto, but I mean I have most of the Naruto items. The only item I'm really missing from Naruto is basically the headband, the Konohana headband. For those of you who don't know, that does give a bonus to Naruto. So his CP would be boosted, his ninjutsu attack would be boosted. Obviously, there's better items that boost ninjutsu attack, but CP wise, that would boost Naruto, and that would bring me up a little higher with CP. I figure I'm about to break 27 million soon enough. So I mean, if I do recharge and consume during this event, I can easily break that 27 million CP wall. Um, but yeah, it's again, part of me just wants to recharge and save it for a Sasuke event. I don't know. It's very confusing right now. You know, it's and that's the thing though. I only have a day to basically get this done, because otherwise there's a very real possibility that I might not get it. So I mean, it's kind of because it's a triple gold recharge only the day. So there's that. So I'm gonna keep on doing this. I'm gonna keep on doing defense level A until basically I get to stage 50. No, until like stage 60, 65, because I want to have enough points to basically get the buffs and just be able to coast along on exploit C for the rest of the battle. Um, Really, you just want to choose chakra and attack. Attack is obviously preferable when attack is not available, chakra is more often than not the better bonus to get. Kind of sucks that this method is really money intensive, but I suppose if you're extremely, and I do mean extremely patient with gold and silver and such, and you save up for a good half a year and you get lucky with the Tobirama event, I do suppose that after two Tobirama events you would have six Tobirama, so basically you have silver Tobirama right there. You would only have to wait one more Tobirama event. You could probably make a Hashirama out of that last Tobirama event, and you have the two main important cards, Tobirama and Hashirama. But I figured just to get these cards for free, it would take a year of just intensive saving. And not to mention, you would have to get, let's say, 50k just for Tobirama's items. That's 50k saved up, and then you would also have to get another 50k if you want to get Sasuke's passive. I'd say a good 15k if you want to get Orochimaru's ring, because that's usually what it costs, 15k. So I mean, there's that. Yeah, at the very least, you're gonna have to save up like 100k just individually, and then hope for the best, really. And wow, I'm getting really unlucky when it comes to the attack bonuses. Last time I was at 300. I shouldn't have been cocky and just gone to defense level C and avoided the puppets. But sometimes that happens. It's frustrating and all, but it just happens that way sometimes. And my internet, for whatever reason, is going slow. I mean, I kind of know the reason why it's going so slow. It's because of the fact that, well, I have the videos uploading right now, as you can see. Like I said, this is the same day for me. This is videos being made back to back. I mean, actually, this is the third attempt at making this particular video. The last video only took like 3 attempts, or really 2 attempts at the most, because, well, I kind of had an idea of what I was going to say. None of this is really scripted though, so I mean, there is that. I think it would help to script it, but at the same time, it would take a long time to script it, and then, it takes a long time to script it. I may just get demoralized, and at the end of the day, I may just go ahead and do this as I normally do instead of scripting something. So yeah, because I know some of the like really high end YouTube videos do scripts, but it's just kind of weird for me to think of myself as doing scripts because I'm not high end YouTube. I'm just a dude who's making videos for a game that he likes and wants to help other people with. It's just simple as that. But wow, the lag is real right now because it's insane. I don't. Well, I know why once again, but it's just annoying. Then again, I've been playing this for quite some time. I don't. Yeah, see, Minato and Tobirama showcase uploading 21 minutes remaining. My internet's been really slow lately. I don't know why. I think I'm gonna have to call up what's it called? AT&T and ask them for like a faster plan or something. I don't really care how much I have to pay for faster Wi-Fi. I just want faster Wi-Fi essentially because it's really frustrating to have low end Wi-Fi basically because annoying. So we're gonna keep on doing that. Now we're gonna go to defense level C because I'm kind of nervous when it comes to this now. I don't want to lose basically, and since I have such a low amount of attack, last time when we got to this stage we had like 300 attack. Now we have 174. It's not as much as I wanted, but it's something I suppose. So yeah, if you're gonna be doing this, I would strongly recommend for you to avoid cards like the puppets, the what else? The puppets, the the mask monsters, the yeah, the two types of puppets. The one being the ones with Chiyo, and Sakura, that formation, and then the puppets with the third Kazekage and Sasori. You want to avoid those teams, and the mask like with Hidan and Kakazu, because they have a stupid amount of HP. So yeah, see, it was the puppets that really killed us because as you can see, we have a lot less attack, and we're just cruising through 69. Really, it's weird how little attack we have right now. Hopefully, we get more lucky with the attack bonuses, but I don't know. Sometimes I just get this premonition. Oh, this is gonna be bad luck, and it turns out I'm right. Basically, it's annoying, but it happens, I suppose. But yeah, we're just gonna keep on doing this. And keep in mind, say you get to stage 59 every single day. You're gonna get what 2K every single day. So let's say in 30 days you get 60K worth of gold. For, I mean, quote unquote free because you did have to spend to get all of these items, but within what 50 days you would have 100K gold. Within 2 months, 120K gold, and that's assuming like you don't spend it. I mean, you'd be prepared for any sort of event that you particularly wanted. You just have to say, okay, I'm going to save up gold until I get this event finished, and then I'm going to spend that gold, and you're golden until then, which is a pun, I suppose. And yeah, I mean, like, waiting for. Yeah, see, those two are there, the defense level A and the defense level B. The puppets and the mask monsters, don't choose that. It's very bad. You're more than likely gonna lose. I'm surprised we're still winning. Like I said, we have such a low amount of attack too, and we're still doing great at stage 77. And we keep on getting unlucky with the attack bonuses. 3%. That's pathetic, really. But what can I do? And we're still chugging along nicely, if I do may say so myself. Hmm. You can probably hear people in the background moving. It's just like my family waking up, like I said. Um, really, it's just weird. Hmm. So let's see, stage 81, 258% attack. Very, very low, especially for the stage. And we're still winning with 3 stars, I might add. So yeah, it seems like it's those puppets that really screw you over, or screwed me over last time. Otherwise, I'd be cruising along at like stage 90 something at this point, and I would have probably already ended the video, but like I said, I got cocky and I got these before I was ready. I attacked them without really thinking through it, and I got unlucky and I died. But yeah, we're getting closer to 300 attack, which is actually what we had last time before I lost at stage, which was pathetically 67, I believe. So I mean, we're a lot further than that, and we have a lot less attack than we did on that stage beforehand. So I mean, that should give you an idea of just how powerful this formation is. Really, the reason I lost before this was just pure dumb luck. And like I said, you're gonna want to avoid the mask monsters and the Sosori puppets, because they will kill you. They have way too much HP as far as I know, and you will die. It's just simple as that, because it's not even that they will kill you. It's just that the rounds will end before you have enough time to kill them, basically, because they have just that such an insane amount of HP that it just doesn't really matter how much damage you're doing. They just survive past it. And we're stage 90 with 291 uh bonus chakra bonus, as you can see. I mean, this is insane. Just we're getting that far just because of this. I think the threshold for this particular method is going to be 95. Just call it a hunch, because that 95, I figure the amount of HP matches the puppets basically. And we got to 93, which, all things considered, we got under 300% bonus attack. That's very, 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 very good. So I mean, stage 93. Obviously I'm gonna end the video here, but I'm gonna keep on going, trying to see if I can get further. Stage 92. Uh, yeah, it's insane. So that's about it for this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you don't. If you stayed this long, thanks for watching, basically, because wow, you guys have the patience of a monk. But yeah, thank you for watching. You know what, fuck it, I guess. If you stayed this long, you don't even have to leave a like or even a dislike. You just watch. Thanks for watching, basically. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow with a new video, but hopefully this clears up just the perfect setup, basically. And yeah, so bye.